Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. Sorry for a little bit of break. It's been so the issues of the project I was working on one over the other for some clients, so that took me a lot of time. So now we are starting another project entirely. So I'm going to show you a part of the project that the client sent to me and said you need a 4-bedroom duplex on half plot of land, which is a typical size of layout of typical of roughly. It's always be like 300 square meters, isn't it? Approximate of almost 50 feet by 60 feet. That is around 15 meter by 30 meter. So that's half plot. But here in the case is 100 feet by 130. When I actually got in touch with the land size, so has told me to do something. So now I need a duplex of footprint of almost like this per floor. So you around 160 to 180. That is crop analysis of the floor. So total floor area should be between this level across all floors. So when you are calculating the volume of the two should be able to get something like this. So now the requirement for each floor, on the ground floor, you're going to have the video Spatial with main lounge with direct access from the entrance porch. Now we need the dining area often integrated with the living and open field. Then the kitchen including store, pantry or wherever, rear sit out if possible, then guest room if possible at the ground floor. So we're going to get that as well. Then total, you need a guest toilets, separate and suite and stair or for this kind of situation. So that is what we have at this particular position. So we definitely going to dive into this and get it done. So this is the first floor. It's going to be a master, walk-in closet must be there as well. Then the private lounge, family upstairs, and the gym to depend on the floor layout of how we are going to arrange them. So at the end of everything, I think I have the idea in which I have already created, and this is how far we are coming to this kind of design. This is how level we are going to meet ourselves in this design completely. So all these things contain those requirements, and it was designed with a client brief at heart. So let us move on to this and start the project straight up without wasting much of our time. So let's go. So here now, as I said, these are the project I have done before. So you know, as it used to be, if you are new to Revit, this is the way you come. So you can click on new and start the project. So here you have the option of getting a template for yourself where using the Imperial or something like that. But if you do have your own that you are following my challenge, you know I've taught you how to create your own template for them. So I have my own personal template, which is any of these two. So I usually use this one. So I use this one for my project, but I use this one for tutorial. So I click on this and I open so that I'll be able to move on with the project completely. So we're going to start our project adequately. So we're going to move on from there to a very great level. So now this is the template file that we have, and this is just a title block. But I'm not going to make use of them now. That's just the way I present things for whenever I want to do. Sometimes I borrow from here before I do my project. So I'm going to go to level 1 because that's the way I'm going to start my project from. But before I go, I would like to save my project first so that I'm going to have it in place. I have already opened a folder file for that particular one. So I call it a new D. So new D is what I'm going to do this one first. New D _ D. So this is what we're going to work on. From here now, we proceed by creating whatever we want to create. So I'm starting it by the first aspect is that the land part in which the client gave to me, there is no survey. You just use mouth to say it, but later I went to the site to go and see by myself what is it and alpha. So I have to travel all the way from Abuja, go to Lagos to do the work to do verification of the site so that I'll be able to do the proper design I want to do. So this is actually what we were able to get from there. So let's say, let me go to, because he gave me feet and I measure everything there in feet as well. So what we do is that we say UN, because what I'm using according to this template, look at it now, it's going to come with what, in millimeter, which is not what we have later converted. So if you have never been able to do that before, what you just need to do is to press UN. So when you press UN on your system, this will pump up for you. So you change the length. This is what we need to work on. So we're going to say feet. So what we want to work on is feet. So later we'll come back to this. So actually it has already changed to feet. So I'm going to say 100 feet for this length. Sorry, 100 feet. Then 30 feet for this particular phrase. 30 feet. So this is how far the land looks like on the half plot of land that you wanted to design out. So I will convert it back to the where I'll be able to, because of those people that are following me, we are not used to feet, but you can get the measurement now so that you'll be able to understand. Just put it down, 100 feet by 30 feet. So now you'll be able to convert it. Now you see that this will automatically change. So press UN back, UN. So when you press UN, then you come back to length, which is what you have done here, and you say return it back to millimeter. Then everything set back, see? So it's going to be 30 by 9. So that is just it, the main work we want to work on. So how do we now start the whole project? So according to the requirement that is stipulated for me to work on, the first I need to do is that I have to make sure that I got the whole thing right by first understand the land use of Lagos State. What are those requirements that I need to follow? So I'm going to say here, and I will say peak. Now because it's half plot, I cannot maintain that standard of 3 meters, because if I maintain that, it's going to make this land to be so short and too small that I will not be able to achieve whatsoever I want to achieve. And because it's a half plot, that is a privilege that I need to follow, because this actually is an estate. So a lot of them have that upload the pattern like that, and that is the pattern in which they build. You can build your own life, but you must maintain that long emphatic design. So I just say pick here, and I will say offset 1400. So that's what I want to use. So 1400. So whatever remains for me here is what I'm going to design with. So that is it. So I'm going to measure that now, and I will say this plus this, so that is 6 meters. So I'm going to work my work on 6 meters. So I still maintain the front side, but I'm not going to use the front side as my yardstick. The first thing that I need to understand, because he said it needs swimming pool, which I need to work with that too. So this one is going to be like space for that. So everything I start here is going to maintain within this space. So I'm starting my project all the way from back. So let's start by using wall. So I'm going to click on wall, which is normal of wall, this particular wall size for my own use. So from there I'll be able to move on. Sorry for I'm facing some challenges here, so I have to fix it up before I move proceed. So sorry for that. So now the wall in which I have selected, I have to make sure that I use it according to the line. So you select, so you click similar, then these are the rectangular space that I have. So if there's anything that did not complete within the land space, so we're going to adjust it for the main use again. So now what I need to have is that I need to start my design from the entrance. So first I need to understand that I need to have a setback of 6 meters. So you click here and adjust to 6 meters. So for the parking of the car and everything. So the next I need to do is that I need to define my space for entrance. So entrance is going to be on this side. So click here and say, so we have entrance here. Okay. Then our living room is going to be situated in this position. So then we have kitchen and whatever that is needed again. So I'm going to divide this one into 2. So by all this done that, the measurement are coming up with one reality. So I'm going to say, so let's start with the measurement of reality by clicking here. You select that is 7 feet, 7 meter, 7.7 meter. So this is 1.6. I think it's okay in that way. So 1.6 is okay of that nature. So remember, this is just an entrance. From the entrance I need to enter into, so I have to get a dining. After my dining, then I need to get a kitchen. So before I proceed, so every facility that have already been said in that, I need to maintain them for strictly use. So I will maintain that considerably. So here now I adjust this one as well. So this is the bedroom and this is the, so now I have this in place. Now let me start cutting out the whole space for use. So from here now I will cut this one. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is to define this space as well. Okay, so something like here will be for now. The accessibility of everything depends on the way I will be able to arrange them for my own convenience. So I'm going to divide this into two. Now for a proper arrangement of like a diagram, for now this is what we're going to give us the idea of what we are creating. Go to annotate and select text. So here I'm going to say living. Are you getting it? So here now I will have kitchen here. Understand? So here now I have a guest room. So now it's going to be like a lobby whatsoever. Okay, so this one is going to be like a bubble diagram. Let's say entrance. Good. So from there now we proceed to whatever area we want to proceed and get to the OLGS together. Now I need to maintain my setback standard for the land so that I will not be now. Okay, and this is I would just like to increase. So let's say click here and you say 1.5. And do the same thing here to 1.5. So 1.5 meter is that's what we maintain here. So with the 9 here, so this one is going to be there. So now I will trim. So I have my entrance, I have the entrance now in place. So they enter and they move into whatever area that they feel like they are moving to. So every other activities is going to be done, and then we jump into actions by what we are doing. So now I have this one. Now let me design this door more further. So I'm going to create here. Now we call this store. So I will extend this kitchen. So I still extend this one down. I think with that, so I'm going to extend this one too. Then click this. So I will remove this. So you get them, take this one off. So this is going to be as a sort wardrobe space, and this is going to be a store. So you can just copy this and store. So this one is going to be contour, bath, last toilet. Then this one is going to be store, Control A, store. So sorry for that, store. So that is it at this level. So when we have this one in place, then you adjust this to move it to that convenient space. Okay, now kitchen, we have it here. So now how do we now access everything individually before we will call it a wrap? So I'm going to say from architecture, so door need to be, so I'm going to create the first things to bring the entrance door into this place. This is the first aspect of door that's supposed to be here. So the next one is the door that will link to each department of the space. So for now, I will do, like, let's say I'm reducing it to 900. So I'm going to say from here I have the door, the kitchen you're going to be entering from here. So this one you're going to enter from here as well. It's going to be a lock place. So you enter to the store, then the exits for here, and then the here, and then you have the room to spare. So now for the temporary dimension, you can just make use of this. I think you should know. So for those who want to follow through, so this is the temporary dimension. You can follow through and get your work done in the right way. So all these are standard that we need to have. So we have this place now as a design procedure. So entrance to this living room, we have dining here, we have whatsoever. So you see that everything is connected and joined together. Now I need to break this into two. So because this is just a terrace, just an exit from the kitchen. So you have this like this in this position. So you have another exit here too. Someone can exit. You can decide tomorrow and say you don't want the visitor to have access from this living room, so you get his own place. Just come from here and enter through this particular door, and you can lock this place back permanently, and depends on the way this being arranged by yourself. So this is how far we have in this particular tutorial. So let me quickly bring some furniture so that we'll be able to bring it. So before then, I will click the floor slab. So you know the thickness of the floor slab, which is this thickness of 200, which is okay. So you select complete rectangle. You don't need any other paparazzi to do. So just like align what you need to align and flow. So I'm going to have my shadow to maintain that. So I'm going to say click finish. So now let me bring your component into space, like normal chair. Where is it? So like that normal sofa. So I'm going to bring it now. So it's going to be here. So if I press enter, then I'm going to like rotate. Let me rotate 180 degree. Okay, I think this is done. So now I can bring my, so what is I need to bring? So this, I need to bring the dining. So for the kitchen, they have a kitchen components. I don't think I have for now, so I can just select whatever. So I'm going to check for bed. So go to bed and then put it here. So it's a bed size of a thing, so it's going to stay. So for the kitchen and whatsoever I feel like we need to create, so I'm going to do that quickly as well. So let's say kitchen, so I will say where is the, so I'm going to say component. So the component I have here, I'll just select the WC to stay here. Now the WC, I need to create a visitor toilet, and it's going to be situated here. So it's going to narrow this space a bit. So the visitor toilet is going to be here. Understand? So this one now will shift it a bit to this area. So if the arrangement is not later okay, then we will later change the position and bring it somewhere where it's going to be more helpful. But for now, I don't like it here. Let me put it here. Just change the position of this one. Say peak, because still maintain the same form. Just say peak coast. Let this one be here. So here now you draw this. Then you have visitor toilets to be here. Good. So you remove this, let this go, then you maintain this. So your visitor toilet is there, click this one, then say duplicate here, then you have this one in the rightful position. Fine. So save, and you can now start bringing the doors that are needed to be brought. So you click here and say the door. I think we have all doors in place, which is fine and okay. So for now, this is how far the whole idea for a systematic diagram. So we have never consider some other things that we need to put, but later we work on that one, because now we need to have stair, we need to have bar, we need to have some things that need to be in place for a proper design procedure. So this is just what we have at this level. The ground floor is being created, so follow us when we continue to proceed in the next one. So by then we had windows and everything. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial as our usual. God bless you.